amazing progress on this map, guys. You're gonna see. Alright, you're gonna see this amazing progress. Holy smoke, guys, it's crazy. It's exactly where I left off. Isn't it crazy? Alright. No, I'm just joking. So anyway, I said screw this map layout because I don't like it. So this is a new castle. As you can see, it's pretty massive. I really like it so far, especially this room. I really love just the stairs and the railings a lot for some reason. It's just really nice, and it's in every single corner of the map over here. To hopefully it doesn't mess up ghost pathfinding. I don't think it does. It should be able to walk through. You got a balcony area here. So I think it's pretty interesting. So I like it so far. Just go okay. And you can see through the lobby area right here. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice so far. And what we're gonna do today is we're gonna start actually finishing up the coloring of this map. I also am starting progress on the 3rd floor. I've decided this map's actually gonna have a 3rd floor. So that's gonna be nice. I think these I don't know what I'm gonna do these rooms yet. Probably, I think this will probably be a library, like both of these corners. I don't know about these rooms yet. We're gonna see. So I really do this map. I just didn't like the old layout, so then I made a new layout, and I'm like, oh my god, I love it. I love the railings. And if you're worried about lag on this map, there is a lot of extra detail. I'm trying to make sure that optimization on this map is pretty good. So there's a lot of extra detail that won't be in this map if you're on low graphics mode, which it should make mobile players actually run this map. And then one of these rooms, I don't know. I'm still the kitchen is still something I'm trying to decide. But one of the kitchen rooms are gonna be like up here, I believe. And honestly, oh man, I'm gonna love it. There's gonna be a kitchen in one of these rooms, and then you're gonna have a freezer closet, whatever you call those things, like 2 doors on a freezer door, I guess, whatever, and you're just in the closet. And you'll be able to hide in it. It's gonna be great. I'm like, why use the regular closet when you can hide in the freezer door? It's gonna be crazy. So, we're gonna continue coloring this map. This map has a purple-gray theme right now. I don't know if I really like this purple scheme yet. I don't know yet. We will see. If anything, I think in order to make okay. I think I should make it a bit brighter without ruining it too much. So that will be brighter. Okay, we're gonna do that. Alright, shut up, Dolores. Get to work. Woohoo, don't care. Get to work. No, Agatha is not coming back. Oh, boo-hoo. You know what? Low Poly should get to work too. I would appreciate it. Come on, guys. When the Spectre 2 grind coming out, we need it. I'm on my 5th map, for crying out loud. Is this my 5th map? There's 2. I've lost count of how many maps I've made so far. God. At the very least, because I have worked on so many maps in the beginning, I'll actually be able to make better season pass uniforms, because I actually have more time to work on them. I already completed the first batch of season pass 1 outfits. Make sure I got everything colored. Unions make things lag more, actually. It creates unnecessary triangles, which causes extra lag. I'm just making sure I got the right purple in this area. I think that's the only But if we so like if we see right here though, each railing is 4 parts. When you turn on low graphics mode, you won't actually see that. It'll only be just that. It'll remove these unnecessary parts because they're not needed. And same with these right here. These will also be removed if you turn on low graphics mode like that. So there you go. I think I got it. Actually, oh yeah, no, I think I did get every wall color here. This is gonna be a large map. It's as big as Factory, so it's not huge like Asylum, but it's not small either. It's a large map. I've had a lot of fun working on this map so far. It's one of the more unique maps I've made. I really like it. Only complaint I have is I really do wish that I could add like the old style like cylinder tower, circle, whatever, but I really could not find a way to fit it in, and with some weird play testing with the Roblox Ghost pathfinding, it just did not work, no matter what I tried. So, because I didn't want to make it so big it didn't fit with the rest of the building, but if I made it too small, it didn't work. So, yeah. There'll never be I don't think I'll ever make a map bigger than Asylum. Thank you, Tim, for the $20. Of course I'm going to keep working at it. Working on Spectre 2 is actually really fun. I love making maps. It really is fun. It's just, I don't know why, but like, it is fun just to build sometimes. It really is. And this map, I worked all day on yesterday, and I had a blast. It's not like scripting where you just look at coding and keep playtesting. Nah, building, you just build and you just let it go. It's amazing. Worst part is coloring the rest of the map. This is my only complaint right now, is having to color it. But that's no big deal. I originally wanted to add a basement to this map. I know I said earlier that I wouldn't, but then I'm like, maybe I should, but I just couldn't work it in this layout, and I didn't want to make it too tedious either for finding the ghost room and whatnot. I guess I just feel like if I added a basement, it'd become, I feel like this map, I don't know, there's just something about this map that wouldn't feel the same. Like, I'm just picturing it in my head right now, and I just don't see the map playing out exactly the same like it is right now. And because the basement usually means only one stair down, and if the ghosts were to spawn there, it'd take a long time to pathfind. Whereas Family Home, the map is really compact and small, but the ghost can actually still get to you if it spawns in the basement because it's a small map. But I am looking at adding basements to other future maps at some point. A lot of the maps that I've made for Spectre 2, so there's only 4 maps releasing if you don't know. It's Family Home, Hideout, Safe House, and Asylum. Any maps you've seen in streams are either A, mostly done, or B, already done. But they won't come out on release because that's a terrible way. I'd be blowing out updates left and right. This map would probably come probably 2 or 3 months after Spectre 2's release. Because there's a map, I think I would rather have Village come out first than Castle. Because I don't, right now there's only 3 small maps and 1 huge map on release. And that's, like I said, Family Home, Safe House, Hideout, and Asylum. I don't want to add another large map. I'd rather add in a medium map first and then add in Castle. And I know there's my upcoming map, the more modern map. That one's also, what do you call it? Medium. But I just really think, I don't know. I just don't think it's the right time to release Castle on launch right away. No, it's definitely not, and I definitely think it's too early. So this map will be held on for a bit. And because I want to make sure this map turns out great. I still have to work on the exterior. That's my only that I haven't planned out all the way. Hiding spots in castle. Like I said earlier, in the kitchen, you'll probably be able to hide in the kitchen freezer closet thing, whatever you call those. I don't know. And I don't know. Yeah, no, none of us like EEs. Originally we did, but we don't want to return it. We don't want to return EEs. But that does not mean EEs are completely canceled out. I think story EEs, yeah, but we'll probably add in fun little Easter eggs. We'll probably add in fun little Easter eggs that don't have an impact on the story. That's just there for, you know, gag. That's it. We already discussed about it. We already, Loris and I said we should do a story mode, and Low Poly's said that could be a thing in the future. It's not on release. But I'd rather add in fun EEs, like small EEs and not like super complex EEs. And because the story mode would actually make me make a map actually that plays like a story mode. Because let me tell you right now, a lot of Spectre 2 maps don't work for EEs. Or in general a story mode. But I'm fine with building complete new maps. I love building. Why did we censor that? Because everyone kept spamming it in chat. I think that's most of the wall so far. Family home lag, it's from the dumbbells in the basement. But don't worry, you'll be able to turn on low graphics mode in Spectre 2, so you won't have to worry about that. Okay. Oh boy. Comes the fun part now, no shadow parts. I'm just gonna select everything. I'm not gonna go in color like that. Get every single railing, at least that are in a group. Oh boy. There we go. And then we'll have to still color some railings in because I didn't group every single one of them, unfortunately. I was originally gonna make the railings wood and all, but I could not make the it's just hard to match with the textures. God dang it, I forgot the wedges. Hold on. Let me get that out the way first. Wedges, wedges, wedges. No shadow parts here. There we go. That's a castle. It's more like a castle house, I'd say. It's not like a full-blown what do you call it? Castle. Because that'd be crazy. But it's a little nice castle house, I'd say. I could not make the tower work. It was either A, too big, or B, too small and didn't look like a tower anymore and caused unnecessary lag. I want to work with ghost path finding, so I had to get rid of it. It's no big deal though. I'll color that. God. I really wish I could group these railings right here. Because I'm on an ultra wide, and so I can't really fit it all the way in. I have tried in the past, and then it loses all its quality. So that's why my video has the black bars on the bottom. Now, if you're on an ultra wide, it's almost perfect ultra wide, but for some reason on streaming it won't be perfect. What do you call it? Perfect full screen. Now, my ultra wide videos are perfect if you're on an ultra wide at least. So, yeah, you can't. You'll have the black bars on phones and stuff, but if you're on an ultra wide, it's fine. It's completely normal there. At least videos. Live streaming, I think, takes a bit. No, there will not. I don't think there's any plans for a very small map in Spectre 2. Either way, I would really love it if the small maps. Honestly, I would really want to try to balance out the maps, because right now everyone just grinds alleyway or family home or art gallery. Where in Spectre 2, I kind of want to switch it around. Even though it takes a while for a large map, I would really love it if somehow the grinding process switched into more like large and medium maps. Oh my god, I colored that wrong. Oops. Makes sense why it looked weird. I think, yeah, okay. I don't know how I didn't get that the first time. No, Insanity will still be the hardest mode. And we're gonna tweak Insanity, obviously. Yeah, that's the plan. Bigger maps will give you more cash and XP. The worst process right now is just coloring the rest of these railings. I'm liking how the map's turning out though. I'll change the pink floor soon, but the voice acting. That is something we really want. It'd be very cool. I found some people that could probably voice act. For certain characters, but it'd be nice, but it's not important. Let's get this. I don't want to accidentally color the other floor. I don't know. I don't really feel comfortable hiring community voice actors because if I'm gonna be honest, most of you guys probably are not good voice actors, and it's very rare that some of you are with a good mic. Ah, come on. In Spectre 2, the maps will be weather dependent, so by what we mean by weather dependent, it's not like every map will be like, oh, this map will be raining and then it's not raining the next second. It's not like that. What we mean by weather dependent is some maps will be like, I think Low Polys has mentioned that Village will be more in the like sunset or sunrise, and then, you know, just like that. So some maps will be taking more like the sun's about to rise, the sun's about to, you know, go down, or it could be literally daytime, while other maps are night. So that's the current goal right now. Because cargo ship and I really want, if you guys haven't seen in a previous stream, I made a cargo ship map. I would really love if that map was just fog heavy. So that's what we mean by weather dependent. It's not like it has a chance to rain. It's preset weather for each map. We want each map to have its own feeling in a way. Most maps will probably be nighttime still, but still, it would be really nice to have maps like Village be in sunset. Harbor was a map. Harbor was a map that I was planning to make daytime, and I'm still trying to decide how I'm even gonna make Harbor. I don't think adding a time limit on harder difficulties is a good idea. I think that's a terrible idea. I originally mentioned I don't think we'll ever get 2 ghosts hunting with 2 ghost rooms because that would confuse the players. But I did mention something about Gauntlet. It's still a game mode I would love to do, but it's not a game mode that is on the top priority. I think right now, Low Poly's had another game mode he was thinking about. But I would rather get survival in first and then we decide what the third game mode is. Because right now there's classic survival, and then at some point there probably will be a story mode. I am not adding a gap in the railings. That breaks Gulf's pathfinding. I think that's everything I need. Oh, there's an orange here. Next up, windows. Pretty sure the ghost sees through the railings. I don't think that's enough to actually slow it down. Let's get on the door frames. Spectre 2's story is based on the Tridents of Raymond, but it's a different universe. It's not connected to Spectre 1 at all. Hence why there's new characters. And a lot of them didn't return. We really want to add VR for Spectre at some point. I don't think it will release though. For a while. It won't be on launch. I know that for sure. There's no chance it's gonna be on launch. I think that's most of the inside done now. Now what we needed to do now is we got to start figuring out what I want the floor to be. Or maybe I don't know if I want to do the exterior walls first or the inside floor. Spectre 2 will be on PC, mobile, and Xbox on launch. No, you won't be able to hide behind the door to hide from the ghost. It just sees through the doors. I've already said this like twice. I'm working on a castle. Okay, yeah, this is the... Oh, yeah, I got it. So we'll do that. Back. Oops. Okay, to Spectre 1's not getting any updates. We're done with the game. We're only working on Spectre 2. Yeah, I think that looks fine. God, I was focused on that soul. But orange. Okay. So now that we got that out of the way. Next up is the floor. The worst part in my opinion. Because I have no idea. Actually, let me pull out Asylum really quick and show you the size difference. So, if you're curious, yeah, Asylum is still massive compared to the castle. Castle is like, it's a large map still, but it is nowhere near the size of Asylum. Let me show you. This is the longest hall in Castle. As you can see, it goes down pretty long. But if we go down to Asylum, the longest hall is here. The hall is very long, as you can see. Very, very long. Yeah, that's probably what we do. We'd probably add a button in Spectre 1 to teleport you to Spectre 2. It's gonna be the worst part now. I just realized I don't know how. Haunted. I don't know how people keep saying this is Haunted Mansion. I still have Haunted Mansion, right? Yeah, I do. I think the entrance of Haunted Mansion and Castle are very different. Very different. I still love Haunted Mansion though. I can't. This map will return in Spectre 2 during Halloween again. This map will make a comeback. Even though it's a very simple map, I just like it. And like I've said before, I'll add in the witch room finally in this. So, there's that. But it's a simple map and I just like it. It's just, it's iconic. It's a classic Roblox map. I didn't want to change it too much, and I didn't want to, what do you call it? Make, shut up, Sheefy. If I make Haunted Mansion more objects, then I ruin the feel of Haunted Mansion. This map will be back permanently. Why was there a pan? Because this was for Angelic to mess around with. Red Room will actually get something in it, though. But I probably will add a bit more to Haunted Mansion. Not much though. I don't want to interfere with the classic look. And I also really want to, what do you call it, actually make this attic like the old Haunted Mansion attic. Because right now this is currently blocked off. Because in the actual original Haunted Mansion, you can go in here, but it's not in this Haunted Mansion. But I'll probably look into maybe actually making it part of it. I don't know yet. But yeah, I mean, if I get Haunted Mansion and Castle having a similar feel, I guess, but I don't think it looks similar at all. Not at all. I get having a familiar thing though, whatever. Badges, I don't, like I said earlier in stream, Easter eggs probably are not returning. Right, I was doing the wood floor. I'll go with this wood floor color, I like it actually. Whoa, what? Oh my god. Roblox. What is that? No, it's everywhere now. Oh no! Why? Ow, that hurts! Can I? Oh my god, bro. Why? I should have clicked the folder. Oh my god, bro. I don't understand. Okay. Is it gone now? Bro. I'm gonna lose. Okay, hold on. Let me reboot back into, studio. There's nothing neon in the house. Oh. Come on. Okay. I'm gonna reboot my studio really quick. Let me just close out, and hopefully this fixes it. Because that is an actual eyesore. Let me see if it's fixed. Alright. It's fixed again. That was fun. Well, let me turn this off. Ah. I don't know what happened there. That's the first time I've actually had that happen in a building. I've had it happen in the past, but it's never gone in the building. It's only been, what do you call it, on the terrain. I don't know why it happened there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this. Because I don't want this to be caught. Lobby music, you won't be, I don't know, we were kind of discussing that. You won't be able to put in your own IDs and stuff. And lobby music would be like current music in Spectre too, so if you want to use the, what is it? I don't know, we're thinking about something like that, like a music player thing. It's not confirmed though. It is not confirmed. But it is something we looked at. Like, it would be nice. It would be nice. Okay, so now comes the worst part, in my opinion. Oh, I should have thought about that earlier. Purple. Grab the wood plank. Thanks. Yeah, infinite sprint will be missed, but it's a bit crazy that you can sprint forever. And plus, we made, what do you call it, sprinting faster in Spectre too, so it's not like you can't run away. So with the addition of stamina, you'll be able to run away faster, but you can't run forever now. So you gotta balance it out. No, Spectre already has. There's no more updates for Spectre. It's only Spectre 2 we're working on. I don't know what you mean. I see purple and gray everywhere. It does not look like the same color at all to me. I don't know when Spectre 2 will be playable. No, Factory Easter egg is not coming out. I'll add in the carpets later. Right now I'm more worried about... materials. Yeah, there we go. Matches now. Alright. That's one part of castle done. So much more. Well, I don't know how progress on Spectre 2 is. I think the only evidence that works right now is ghostwriting. If that. I think that's it. I think ghostwriting is the only thing that works in Spectre 2. I think we're getting work on the equipment. We're working on the equipment and ghost mechanics now. Most of the lobby is done, so like equipment scans, all that stuff, you know, leveling up, money. But now we're actually working on the main game, and it won't take too long. We just have to wait on a few things. Right now we're waiting on equipment models, and then once we get the equipment models, we'll be able to work on the rest of the equipment. It's Sanity Soda and ghostwriting, I think that works. I think those are the only things we finished. Yeah, there'll probably most likely be more questions for the Spirit Box. No, I don't think there'll be ever. If we were to do a community contest for characters, it would be a God. It would be a uniform contest. It wouldn't be a new character. Proximity chat? What do you mean by proximity chat? Do you mean like text or voice chat? Because voice chat is already proximity. I would love an art contest, but I don't know. I don't think it would actually be added in Spectre too. I think it's more of a thing we'll have to see. Be like, oh yeah, you know what? We feel bored. Let's see an art contest. But if you mean text proximity chat, it would be nice, but I also feel like we'd also be screwing over a lot of the casual players. And that's one thing most people have to remember is that, while you may be skilled at Spectre, a lot of people are not skilled at Spectre. If we're gonna put it lightly. A lot of people are not that good. So, I feel like adding proximity chat would hurt them and hurt the game more than actually help it. We have to keep a balance between a veteran and between, you know, the more skilled players and the more casual players that play the game time to time, not playing the game 24/7 like some of you guys do. Don't know how some of you do. It's crazy. Oh, that's an issue. We can't add chat to Xbox because of Roblox TOS, so what's that? That's just how Roblox is for some reason. So we know that some people don't like to play with Xbox players, so that's why we added in the ability to see other people's platform. So, yeah. How do I forget this wall? Yeah, the only thing that Spectre will ever get an update on is like bug fixes. And even then, there's not a lot of bugs. I don't think there's any game-breaking bugs we need to fix. Any of the bugs that are in Spectre right now are bugs that the community creates, or player-driven. It's not like the revive bug where that was actually a important bug that we needed to fix because that quite literally broke the game. Most of the bugs are like, okay, yeah, it's annoying, but you can still play the game. And I know that may be disappointing to some of you guys because it's like, okay, well, there's the arcade Easter egg bug, but just to let you know, not a lot of players will ever touch the arcade Easter egg. It's not a top priority for us. I don't know if there's a way to make it, what do you call it, so the other Xbox. I don't know, Roblox is weird. It's very weird. Moderation sucks, by far. It's one of my favorite things of going to RDC. Everyone was talking about how moderation sucks. And it is true. I mean, come on, why can some games have blood, but then another game cannot have blood? It makes zero sense. It's why we don't really risk with blood that much. It's only why there's like minor references to blood or whatever. And plus with Spectre 2 being on Xbox, we can't add blood either for that. I'm pretty sure that one of the Xbox, for a game on Roblox, on Xbox, there can basically be almost no blood. That's not really a bug with the fuse box. It's just that proximity. The proximity prompt for the fuse box does not require line of sight, so you can open it through a wall. But most of that should be off for Spectre 2. I don't think you'll be able to interact with any of them through the walls, especially with doors and stuff. You won't be able to do that anymore. Yeah, there's only really, the only blood really is on uniforms. You don't see blood on maps. And I think that's what starts to get into weird, iffy territory for Roblox. It's weird. I don't know how Roblox moderation works. It's like they throw a dart at a dartboard and it's like, yep, this game should not get blood, but the other game should have blood. It's pretty annoying. But oh well. It's not really a big deal for us. Blood would be nice, but it's not like, oh, ruined the game. Blood is more of a thing that people would like to see, but it's not necessary at all. It's not required. It makes little difference to the game. Sure, it changes the aesthetic, but gameplay-wise, it has no impact, so it's not something we're worried about. I don't know if we'll have bodies stay on the ground. The only issue with that I see is maybe a blocks ghost pathfinding. I have to ask Aloris and Low Polys about that first. I have a feeling the reason why they don't leave bodies on the ground is because it interferes with ghost pathfinding. I think that's the main reason. Will Revive and be back in Spectre 2? Yeah, it will. Because we've looked at the stats and everything. We know people complained about it. Let me just tell you, I don't think I've heard a single person complain about reviving when I've actually seen it be used in action. I've seen no one care. And not only that, I don't think anyone really cares about the revive system at all. Not a lot of people really look at you weird. So it will return. Plus, the incentive to revive for Spectre 2 is kind of a bit low because you don't lose as much. Red Crime. Everyone loves the Red Crime uniforms. Unfortunately, though, with how our game passes are and uniform system works, while it makes sense and all, a lot of people did not like it. So we got a lot of complaints. Favorite color? Used to be green, but it's red now. I like red a lot. Pink Crime, the off-brand. No one likes Pink Crime. It's got Steven in it. Shut up, Alars. Stop playing Cold War, start working on Spectre 2. How about that? Get on the grind. I really want to just have a season pass that's just all Red Crime. That's it, Red Crime. Allure still no having partners. The moment they meet up in real life, the relationship both fall. That's just how I see it. It's a fact. The homies are always there. I'm just saying. I would love a Red Crime season pass. It is something I have like looked at, and it's like, can't wait. Ow, my eyes. Yeah, I remember when Flamingo played Spectre. That was a big moment for us because that jump started Spectre for us. Thanks to Flamingo. In Spectre 2, you can see the interior of the van. Hold on. Is there anything I can't show in Spectre 2, or is there... I don't think there... Let me just check really quick. I think I can show everything in Spectre 2 right now. I'll just disable that because that ruins the UI for me. Okay. Let me switch over to the other one really quick. It'd be crazy if Flamingo played Spectre 2 though. It'll be crazy. We'll see. I already see. I know some voice actors that I have on my mind. Pretty good too. In particular, when I was looking for voice actors, I was looking for people that voice acted for other games before, and not like YouTube videos and stuff. Because I feel like there's a difference. Okay, I'm gonna show the Spectre 2 UI right now. Again. There we go. Switched over pretty quick. There we go, yeah. Okay. Lars, if you're still here, riddle me this. Why is the rest of the inventory, when you look at it, right? Okay, look at the shop. Look at equipment, look at inventories and all that. Look at okay, upgrades is different. That one's understandable, right? But why is the play not as wide as the other ones? Like, look at stats. It's wide, rankings, wide, settings, wide, play. It's smaller. Why? Why? Why is that the case? Why is this the only one that's smaller, this menu? Why? Unbelievable. No, you tested something? Okay. I was losing it. I'm losing it just looking at it. I'm like, oh my god, this bothers me so much. Okay, I see. So you got all the characters here. I even got Raymond because I actually have the pass. Understandable. But where's the grave at? Right here. So if you click on this, you'll be able to view the interior of vans now. We were already shown this. Boom. And then it closes. Pretty cool. It's epic. And then you got notes. Ooh, June 9, 1989. I wonder what that could be. And then obviously I showed this before. Then I think that's really all I can really show. I think that's the only difference we had. And you got the characters, obviously. I actually have to add a light here because, my god, it was so much. This light alone did not light up as much as I wanted it to. For real. You even got the stuff. Don't mind Gregory's thing. I never changed it. I kept it Wayland's description. But I had to add that extra light because, my god, it was so hard to see some of these characters. In particular, like Noah, you could Armando, pretty hard to see. Ooh, wow. But like half of the characters you could not see. I had to add that extra light. And then boom, that's it. That's really all the characters. Pretty cool. Look at that, you can even see if Raymond's exotic. Alright, let me switch over to the other place now. No, screw mischiefing character. Never happening. Oh. I refuse to add your character. Never happening. Obviously, there'll never be a low poly skin because he changes his avatar like every 2 days. Laura's I don't know when Laura's changed his avatar. I don't know how frequent. Okay. No, Agatha will not come back. I refuse to add another character. Everybody, I don't know, Lars. I'm just wondering why you're playing Call of Duty, not currently on the Spectre 2 grind. This is arguably the worst part of map design for me. This is where, early on stream I said how much I have fun with maps and making them. Yeah. This is where I start second guessing my decision of building, because when it comes to floors, and I just hate it. I hate it so much. For real, we need the Spectre 2 to grind out. We need it released already. There's no what was I gonna say? It depends on the map. It depends on the map. Mischief, and I've never seen a single builder that builds as much as me, okay? I'd like to see that happen, you know? Just to let you know, I finished, what, 6 maps already? Aloris and Lopali's. They're not even done with the main code yet. I mean, it just says a lot. I work too quick. And I die. Oh, boo. Oh. That is true. We do need equipment models. But this is, I think it's models and we got the second ghost model. I think we still need the third ghost model, and then that's it. Oh, we need vans too. Alright, it was the stairs I was gonna work on. I haven't been touched Piggy, and I won't ever touch that game. Why would I copy Piggy? Unbelievable. Let me call it this. The only issue I realize is that this kind of, since these are wedges and part, that's gonna be kind of hard to make it match with the wood floor texture. Oh, that's not gonna be fun. Okay, why am I doing that and not selecting both at the same time? Why am I doing it the harder way? We don't even get any Robux if we made revive with 1 Robux. Real, Lars, come on. We also need to tell low polys to get on the grind too. It's taking forever. I worry too much about the floor texture. Oh, great. Okay. Much as possible. My face when I see Alora's work on Arcade Simulator one day. That's not Spectre. It's a weird way. It's a different game, Alora's. Hold on. Let me get this now. Boom. Arcade Tycoon. Okay, I'm very sorry that it's not. You know, just get to work. Same with low poly. It's unbelievable. Mischiefing, aren't you the same person that can't release a finished game? Or at the very least when the game is finished, it doesn't do well? Let that sit with you. Just saying, anything with an Eternal Furious on the project, most of those games actually got finished. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Most games that had me work on them got finished at least. Just saying. We do not talk about our first game though. Obviously that was way too ambitious, but we don't talk about Construction Simulator either. I regret working on that game, but I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there. Just putting it out there. I'm just seeing a trend. Just see a trend. First, like, no, it was. Oh yeah, no. Hold on. I'm trying to think. So, obviously, our first game didn't work. That was too ambitious. Breach did not work. Again, too ambitious. Wouldn't even work that well. Maybe it's better now, but I don't think it would be a good idea to ever even return to that. Construction Simulator, terrible idea, Laura. Screw you for that. Screw that. But you know, Spectre, that's the least Loris just got angry one day. He's like, I don't like Paranormica. And then Spectre released. Yeah. I'm just saying. Just see a trend. Just saying. What happened? I made SCP Breakout before. We don't talk about that game though. Mostly because I stopped working on it and I don't like the Roblox SCP community at all. Most of them are very money hungry. So I don't work on SCP games anymore. I used to. I was originally gonna make a second one, but I'm like, nah. And then we have Construction Simulator. That game, I don't talk about Construction Simulator. I do not talk about Construction Simulator at all. That game, I hate that game so much. I hate the fact I am actually associated with it. It's such a terrible game. It was so poorly made. Piggy? The kids game? I didn't even know that was supposed to be a horror game. That's crazy. I just want to say though, congrats to Minitoon with somehow getting away with like making Piggy look like Peppa Pig and not having to deal with copyright. I still don't understand how that works, but it works. So I still am baffled by that, but it's like, it's crazy. Go pop off. That part still confuses me. How he got away with that. I really scratch my head every day thinking, how did he get away with that? I'm just saying, Piggy is just, it's just Peppa Pig. It just is Peppa Pig, and somehow he got away with it. And I want to know how. I really want to know how. Opinion on the Mimic. So we have a bias. We don't like the Mimic. Except Chapter 2. Honestly, looking at Chapter 2 Mimic, you can tell that the quality increased. Probably because of the fact that there's a dev team behind the Mimic now, and not just one guy working on it. So when it's like Mimic Chapter 2, Book 2, whatever it's called, I think, yeah, it's a good game. It's decent. But how I'm just saying though, it makes no sense how Mimic just has more players than Spectre, because I'm over here thinking, how do you play the story game over and over and over? You know what's gonna happen. How is that fun at that rate? I get it if you play it for the story, but to continually to keep playing the game over and over, it's like, how? I don't understand. That's the thing that Spectre does, right? At least in Spectre, you can play. With Spectre is just like, how do we put it? You get to play with your friends. Every round is different. The maps are unique. It's not the same house over and over and over. There's a reason why I don't make house maps, because house maps get repetitive. And you guys only play family home. None of you play private home. None of you play chalet. And like 1/5 of the players play luxury home. 3/5 of the players play family home. Family home is just too hard to beat, okay? So there's no reason for me to make another house map. You guys go crazy, okay? You guys only play family home. There's no chance I can beat it. And that is my only complaint. I made family home too good. Okay, this map is a castle. It's not your regular house. I do lose it because when I'm over here sitting like, that's awesome. You know, I like this map. And then I see it get played by 2% of the players. Oh my god, it hurts me. It hurts me. Everyone is like, this map's awesome. This map looks amazing. And then they play it, they're like, this map's awesome. It's cool. But I'm gonna play Family Home. I lose it. I lose it. Everyone compliments the other maps. But they're like, but you know what? I'm gonna go back to playing Family Home. It's like, come on. People look at Factory, they're like, the exterior is amazing. But I'm gonna play Family Home. I start losing it. 50% of the players, I think, play Family Home. That is just how popular Family Home is. And I can't argue with that. Family Home is a good map, alright? It is. It's friendly to new players, it's casual friendly, it's easy to learn, easy layout, it's not too difficult, it's small. I can't take away from that. And at the very least, I now like Family Home because it's such a nice map. It really is. It really is. At least Family Home and Spectre 2, I really like it now. I love the building. It's not outdated anymore. So I have no problem with Family Home being the most popular map in Spectre 2. I don't. When it comes to Spectre 1, I think Family Home is one of the worst maps I ever made. It's iconic, yes, I get it. But I still have a reason to justify my hate on Family Home. Asylum did not take me long to build. I think it took me around... I want to actually know how long it took me. It did not take me long. I know that. What percentage of players play Factor? I think only like 0.6. Asylum? I think Asylum is the third least played map. I think even yeah, I think Town and Factory are least played. Which surprises me. I thought people would play Factory more. Because really, during our when Factory released, everyone was talking about how the map actually looks one of the best. And I still agree that Factory, in my opinion, still has the best exterior of any map. I don't have it in this place, unfortunately. I was going to show you, but it really does have my favorite exterior. I get why people don't like the inside. Yeah, it's large and it's a bit unconventional, I guess, in a way. It's different from your usual Spectre layout, but honestly, I think people hated Factory too hard. Because this is what Factory suffers from. Factory suffers from the fact that Asylum is beloved, even though a lot of people don't play Asylum. People still like Asylum for the fact it's a large. It's the biggest map in the game, right? It's one of the more unique maps. My God, I really love the interior of Asylum. I really love what I did with it. But Asylum, if you want a hard time playing Spectre, you go on Asylum. That's what everyone knows Asylum for. And then you have Factory, that's kind of in the middle. It's in a way, it's trying to be like Asylum, but it's not. It's not as big as Asylum, and it's not as interesting as Asylum. And so what I'm really hoping with this castle map is that Asylum and Castle are gonna be different in the ambiance and theme. As you can see, Castle is way more open. You got a lot of railings, you got more stairs and all that. Whereas when you try to look at the differences between Factory and Asylum, they're both kind of the same, if I'm gonna be honest. They both are. And I think that's one of the main reasons why Factory overall failed, is because it just felt like an off-brand Asylum to most people. Asylum felt fun to a lot more people. Factory did not seem fun for a lot of other people. So it sucks. It really does suck that Factory doesn't get as many players as I would love it to, but oh well. Now what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna fix this. No, don't play piggy. We gotta play Spectre. That's the only game you guys. Just saying, Spectre, #1 horror game. With Bloxy Awards now being during Roblox RDC 2022, if we can get Spectre 2 to win on Bloxy, I will go crazy. I will go crazy. Like I literally mean it. I will go crazy. Because I think Spectre 2 should be able to qualify. I don't know what the chances are. We gotta go against the Mimic, and Mimic is it's kind of scary. How do we put it? It's got a very loyal fan base. For some reason, people could play the same story over and over and over. I don't understand how that's interesting, but it works. I don't think Spectre would. I think Spectre 2 would be more likely to be in the Bloxies. I think that's my take. I genuinely do think that Spectre 2 would probably be in the Bloxies nomination. I really do think. I think we have a chance. I really do. And it would be crazy if we actually win it. Like, win a Bloxy. I would go crazy. I'm just saying. I think it's possible. Who knows? We'll see. No, you won't be able to jump off the ledges. I don't know the categories for Bloxies. I think there is. I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there is a Bloxy category for horror games. Which is one of the reasons why I really do think it's possible that Spectre could actually win a Bloxy. But I really do think it's possible. You just gotta have faith, Loris. Win. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, I saw your donation earlier, Camo. Camo. I don't know if I'm even saying it right. I'm losing. My mind is blown right now. I think Camo is how you say it. I really do think that Spectre could qualify for Bloxy. I honestly see it. I can see it qualifying for one. Now if we God, what's that? Now if we win it, that's a different story. We'll see. The entire goal with Spectre. I think this is how I see it, right? Mimic definitely would be hard to beat. Okay, that's actually not that bad. It doesn't. The only way I see Spectre 2 beating Mimic is by player count. And I don't know. I don't know. I really like that Roblox is doing Bloxies during the fall because it's actually going to be at RDC this year. And my guess is what do you call it? We will. I swear, if we don't get invited somehow, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna be like low polys and absolutely flip out, basically. But I do think we'll get invited to what do you call it? To Bloxies. I mean to the RDC this year. And it'll be actually nice to see the Bloxies in real life, like in person. It'd be crazy. It's nice. My only issue is that they made RDC shorter for some reason this year. No idea why. I do wish it was still 3 days. You know, hopefully Low Polys actually gets invited this time. Because if you guys could jump off the ledges, then Ghost would basically never kill you in this map. I learned how to make Roblox games by just messing around, really. No, I don't think Low Polys is sick anymore. He's good now. Because the last time we made the ghost go through walls, that sucker, it was impossible to survive. It really was. It was a bit too difficult. I'll say that right now. A bit unfair for the players. I am not re-adding Art Gallery even for April Fools. Art Gallery, you guys can never convince me to like that map. Like I said, I don't think we'll ever do fan characters for Spectre 2. You'll probably be able. We'll probably have contests for like. Oh god. Hold on. YouTube. Okay. I think we should be good now. I don't think it's lagging anymore. Alright, back to what I was saying. Like I said, I don't think we'll add in no, we won't. We'll probably have outfit contests though, so you could create your own outfit for a character that's already existing in Spectre. Okay. So I think we got most of this done now. A lot of the stream right now is just me trying to get the map colors right and stuff. I already did the layout, it's pretty crazy. I'm still deciding how I'm gonna do the exterior. That's gonna be the worst part. I would not make a map out of my house. I'm just mostly for safety reasons. I would not do that. Now, on the other hand, a friend's house. Like I've said before, I don't know where the rumor came out where Family Home was based off one of our houses. Family Home is the map, so each level is actually based off a house that I've known before. Actually, no, only 2 floors. So first floor was based off one of my old friend's house. The basement is based off another friend's house, and the top floor is completely unique. That's just something that came off the top of my head. But I merged basically 2 houses into one house. That's where Family Home came out, and I'm surprised that it worked out. It really did. Granted, it needed some touch-ins and all that, but it worked out fine. I think... Okay, yeah. I did forget that. So, when it comes to looping ghosts, I do think it's a bit harder in Spectre 2, mostly because of the fact you have stamina now. But, if you play it fine, you won't have to worry about it. You just don't be stupid and don't waste your stamina in one run. It's not you probably won't. Yeah, we're gonna add in new ghosts. We're still deciding what they're gonna be like, though. Let's make it ourselves. I have no idea. Lag again? What? Oh, okay. You guys spooking me out. God, you keep saying lag. I'm like, oh god. But because of stamina, you'll also have faster running speed in Spectre. Spectre 2 will have faster running speed. But you can't run forever. That's our way of balancing it out. Spectre 2 will 100% release before the summer. And the reason I know this for a fact is because summer generates a lot of money. And we need the money. Spectre 1 is not generating enough money for us anymore. Probably because we didn't update the damn game, but hey, we still have lives, so we need our money. Spectre 2 will come out 100% before the summer. That's a fact. Now, when it comes out exactly, I don't know the exact day. Exactly. Summer is when a lot of games see a lot more activity because obviously summer break. And overall, summer is it's more fun. But I don't know when Spectre 2's. I would have said that Spectre 2 would probably fully release at the end of this month, but it probably won't. Because due to Lopala's being sick, I think he'll probably release early May. There's no chance it doesn't release before June. I see that. I think Spectre 2 is 100% coming out before June. No chance it does not. But I see it coming out sometime in May. And I don't know when playtesting will be. I would love it if we could fit at the end of this month, but I don't know. It really depends when we get our models in and all that stuff, because we still have vans and models and all that stuff. But don't worry, it's not like we're gonna one day just release Spectre 2 out of the blue. It's like, oh, guys, add everyone. Spectre 2 just released. No, we're gonna add everyone like a week or two before the game releases to generate hype, and so you guys know when the game's actually coming out. So, if you see somebody saying Spectre 2 is coming out on this day, and it's not in announcements, then it's not coming out that day. I'm just saying. I don't know how some people believe that Spectre 2 would have released in March for some reason. Some people actually thought it was released in March 4th. I have no idea how. It makes zero sense. We didn't even announce it on our Discord server, so okay. But just keep an eye out for our Discord, because that is when you'll see when Spectre 2 is releasing. So just keep an eye out on the Discord server. We'll add everyone a week or two before Spectre 2 is announced to release. God. I'm worried my roof is gonna collapse because the people above me right now, they're crazy. And I don't know, we want to release during a weekend. I said though we should release on a Thursday because we all know how Roblox is on Fridays and Saturdays, always going down. We all know that. Roblox likes to go down a lot every week, especially during the weekends. So I kind of want to release Spectre 2 on a Thursday, but I don't know. We'll see. That is my #1 worry. Roblox going down on the day of Spectre 2 releases. I am gonna cry if that happens. Oh. That is our #1 enemy. I think that's everything I need to do on this area now. Other than obviously adding the floor. I don't plan the notes to have a lot of importance, if I'm gonna be honest. Notes kind of will just be like there. If we release on a Wednesday, it's in the middle of the week, and then kind of ruins it. Not a lot of people will probably still be in school. Whereas if we release on a Thursday, we're still, what do you call it? Yeah, we're still obviously. There's a lot of people will still be in school, but I don't know. I don't know. No, you are far from the coolest person I know. Yes, it will what? Oh, Lars, what are you answering to? No, I not met angelic IRL. We're gonna switch this over here. Oh, PS5 will be supported. Oh yeah, that's definitely something we would... That's pretty easy, actually. I'm pretty sure Spectre 2 would instantly work. We just actually have to enable PS5 support. Whatever. I forget when is that actually coming out, though, is my question. When does PS5 support finally come out? Because PlayStation would be a lot of new players. It would help Spectre a lot. It's stupid there. It's supposed to be under the floor. There we go. Now it looks fine. But yeah, PS5, Roblox, can't wait. Cannot wait. Because more players. No, I did not miss you. This looks like Asylum, but okay. In size, yes. Actually, I've already shown this in stream before. Let me show you again. Asylum and Castle are nowhere near the same size. The Castle is obviously large, but as you can see, Asylum's a different whole new size. Asylum is massive. Still one of my favorite maps I worked on. telling me my stream's lagging after the fact it lagged a long time ago? Thank you. Thank you, YouTube. Telling me later. 7 studs here. Alright. 7 studs here. Okay. Then, yep, that's everything we needed. Interesting map so far. Got everything. Whew, this really is the worst part of making a map. Is getting the floor done. It really does suck. Okay. So if you were from the very early in the stream, you saw that this map was just all orange, basically. And now it's fully colored. And then I just have to do the 3rd floor, which sucks. Ugh. And building is not fun sometimes. Oh, wow, that contradicts your statement from earlier, though, Eternal Frames. Oh, shut up, I don't care. Oh, man. I don't know what I want to do now, because it's like, do I want to continue, like, making a 3rd floor and stuff, and then it's like... this map, there's so much. And the worst part is, I still haven't even done the details on this map yet. Yay! Details in this map. Such as this. Wisdom. My only wisdom is you gotta keep pushing for building. You just gotta actually enjoy building. If you don't enjoy building, then building's not for you. Also, this is probably where the dining... It's not really a dining hall, I guess. Actually... I don't know yet. Either dining hall is gonna be here or this is gonna be dining hall. I don't know yet. Because if we hire another person, we'd have to, you know, cut our percentage shares, and we don't want that. And we already have all the roles covered. I do all the map building, a lot. Lopalis is gonna make one map, which is Village, and I think that's it. He's not a fan of building. He does have some fun with building, but he just doesn't like building. That's where I come in. Oloris does a lot of... I forget who does more client or server. It's either Oloris or Lopalis, but they both script, but I don't know. I don't remember. One specializes more in client. One specializes more in server. They both can do client and server, but one does it better than the other. But they both script. Okay, yeah. They both know how to do it, but they know how to. It's more like specialized. Man, but it's I do building very quick. I do building very quick. Let me show off all the buildings. There's obviously a lot of stuff I still gotta detailing the interior obviously still has to be done on some maps, including setting it up. That's a different part of the building process still. Once family home actually is fully set up, only then will I start setting up safe house, asylum, and hideout. But right now I can't, because there's kind of no reason for me. I have no idea why the stream says CSGO. So if we look over here, oh, I forgot about I forgot about arcade. Oops, I forgot that map exists. Totally forgot. So we got like this map over here. It's basically done. It's just the models. I just have to make the models and doors and stuff, and then I have to, what do you call it, add in the, set up the map. Which isn't that hard. Setting up maps aren't that hard, but I can't do it. As you can see, I've already done, some of the process, but not much. Yeah. But Trident's HQ, I love this map. I love this map. One of my favorite aesthetics. So the map, as you can see, it's basically almost done interior-wise, other than the models. And then you got cargo ship. Let me move out arcade out of the way so that doesn't block its way. And you got cargo ship. Obviously don't mind the exterior. You guys don't worry about the exterior. You guys will never see the exterior cargo ship, thank God. This one is like a survival map. Like I said earlier, I would love if this map had fog. It'd be nice. And let me showcase how large cargo ship is. It is massive right here. It's up there with Asylum. The only thing is that cargo ship is a very long map, so it's not as large as it appears, but it's bigger than I thought it was. I like how this map looks too. Obviously, don't worry about that weird building. This map's not done either. This is really the only last thing I gotta do. So cargo ship, I love this map too. Arcade, like I said, I still gotta finish up arcade. I just realized I never actually got the arcade machines done. I have the arcade machine models in. I just have to actually put them down, and then I have to make a couch, a TV here, obviously, but that's not too hard. I already have all that. And then I gotta do this room and just this. That's really the only thing I have to make new models for. So, going back. I added a light in the back. Look at that. So arcade, another survival map, not too big. Family home. This is the more outdated family home. It's actually finished in the actual main game of Spectre 2. So this is what the wall colors are here, but obviously it's still using the old family home colors here. You know, pretty nice. Pretty nice, I'd say. But with this room is the guest. In the basement, it's the guest bedroom now. Where do I find my references? This is gonna sound crazy. Some maps, it really depends. So when it came to Hideout was me completely making it off the top of my head. I have zero references for that map at all. That map just came on the top of my head. Same with Safe House. This map, no references. Actually, no. There is something about Safe House that I really want to include. So in Five Nights at Security Breach, when you're looking at the deleted content, you had Bonnie's Bowling and Roxy's Raceway, and there used to be a window, right, that actually, when you were in Bonnie's Bowling, you would actually see through Roxy's Raceway. And I'm like, that's awesome, and I really wish they kept it. And then when I knew how I wanted Safe House to look like, but then I'm like, why did I not think about that earlier? So then I incorporated that idea, so you could actually see the garage. I'm like, that's actually cool. That's cool. I don't know why I did not think about that earlier. Originally, this was just gonna be a normal wall. There was no window here. And I'm like, I could add a window there and that actually would look cool. And so, that's really the only thing I really got a reference there. But Hideout and Safe House are maps that I don't really have a reference for. They're just maps that came on the top of my head. I love both of these maps though. Pretty cool. And obviously I try to give each map a different theme color. So like Family Home is more of a reddish brown with brown wood, obviously. While what do you call it? God, I'm trying to think. Okay, yeah, I'm coming back. So Family Home is more reddish brown. Hideout is more green and gray. Safe House is more blue and gray. Asylum is more yellow and brown. Castle is purple and gray. Trident's HQ is white and black. Harbor, I think, would probably be tan for the most part. I don't know what Village is. I think Village is more of an outdoor map, so there's that. That's the thing that makes Village stand out. So I try to give each map a different feel and aesthetic to it, because it's nice exploring a map that doesn't feel like the rest of the other maps. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean billiards room back? There's no billiards table here at all. I don't see it. So I really do like this map. Hideout, one of my favorite maps. I still love it. And then Safe House, the Safe House turned out way better than I thought. Seriously, I love the blue color. I'm so glad I stuck with blue instead of purple on this map. So glad. So moving this away. So Hideout and Safe House basically done. Safe House just has one room that I want to add a bit more details in. We were discussing about more throwable items, which I would probably start filling rooms in more. And then it brings us to our next two maps. So it's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 maps. 7. That's basically 8 maps I have right now. The layouts are done. That's the hardest part, is getting a layout. Once the layout is done, it's fairly easy to actually complete the map. Once I get a layout done, that's when I consider a map. Alright, this map is finalized. It won't take as long to build. Layouts are the longest thing to build on, because you have, it takes a lot of play testing. It really does. I have to think about ghost pathfinding. I have to think about, okay, is this too compact? Is this too empty? Is it too big? Is it too small? And all that. So like Asylum, seriously, I put way too much effort in maps. Some people just make maps just on the spot, and it's god awful, but hey, it works for them. But seriously, I love putting all my time in maps and stuff. It's so much fun. It really is. As you can see here, Asylum is more open. It's got taller hallways. It's wider. It's got these weird overpasses, I guess. It's got a different aesthetic too, and the walls are concrete. It helps make the map different. It's pretty nice. The only thing I am disappointed in Asylum right now is the courtyard, but I'm gonna actually touch up the courtyard. I think I can actually I'm gonna improve the courtyard for Spectre 2. It'll be different. And same with cafeteria and the kitchen. I need to work on these 2 rooms. Other than that, I think I'm pretty satisfied with the rest of Asylum. I think everything else about Asylum is amazing. It works out. Yes, please replace these trees, low polys. We actually have new trees. We found something for new trees, and we're gonna, every map will use those trees. But this is the one thing I want to change in Asylum the most. But the rest of Asylum I really love. I love the fact that it actually has a roof now, and not only that, the roof is incorporated. This is where I really start going really crazy into map process, right? Because it's extra detailed, the goal is that if a part is named extra detailed, it will be removed, so it causes less lag if you turn on low graphics mode. So if I can find the folder, if we remove this folder, boom, that's all unnecessary detail that isn't necessary. And by extra detail are parts I classify as they're there for extra detail and you cannot collide with them. So it does not matter if they get removed, because you can't collide with them ever. It's impossible to touch them. They're in places you can't touch, or if they are, it's parts that you can't even touch in the first place. So it makes no difference, and so it's pretty cool. So I did a lot of planning there. Asylum looks so different without the roof, but I'm so glad I added it now. And then you have Castle, my current. Oh my god, not again, Roblox. Okay. Okay. I love you, Roblox. Thank you for all these graphical issues, bro. And then we have Castle. Obviously, this map, I agree, Roblox looking good. I have to avoid using point lights because point lights are completely broken. They cause. Yeah, let me just show. Just a little demonstration. I can't fix that, unfortunately. That's something that Roblox has to deal with. So If we put a light here and then I delete it, as you can see, the light is now permanently there. Yeah, I can't get rid of it. It's permanently there. So I have to avoid point lights for now. So thanks, Roblox. Thank you a lot for that. But whereas obviously Asylum had more, the hallways were more taller, more wider, but it was more enclosed too. Where Castle, as you can tell, it's a lot more open. There's a lot of railings everywhere. You can basically see across the map. Like, look at this. You can see a player could stand here, another player can stand all the way here, and you guys would see each other. It's amazing. It really is. I love how open Castle is. It gives a different feel. And I really like the purple color on this. I didn't know how to feel about it at first, but I really do. I really do like it. Do I think Spectre 2 will have more popular? Yeah, I think Spectre 2 will be more popular than Spectre 1. Completely. I definitely think that Spectre 2 will hit 10k players on day one. I really do. We get a lot of new players. There's a lot of old players waiting for Spectre 2 to come out. There's just a lot of hype for Spectre 2. And so that's why we're making sure we take our time on Spectre 2, because we don't want to rush a product that isn't good. Insanity will be free in Spectre 2. I'm actually curious to see how many people will continue playing the original Spectre compared to Spectre 2. Like, I'm actually interested to see how many people are going to stick to Spectre 1 and just refuse to play Spectre 2. No, I don't want that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to color. Start coloring this. So this is the master bedroom, I think I'm going to do. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do this yet. The third floor is the only floor I'm having a difficulty thinking of how to do this. Because there's so much I can do with this floor. Like I said, the plan for me is probably to have... Ooh, actually, yeah. So, like, this room and this room would probably be a library. So, 2 different libraries in this map. I don't know what this room would be. And this room would be more taller, too, as you can see. The idea is to have, you know, do that iconic castle thing, whatever you call those things. I don't know what you call those things. Let me just do a quick demonstration if you don't know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm gonna make a really quick mini scale of my map. Yeah, don't ask what YouTube is doing. Yeah, they're pretty high. So basically, this is what I'm trying to do with the map. Just right there. Obviously, you kind of can see it right there. So I want to do something like that, and then obviously add these little things that castles usually have, you know. Wow. Okay, YouTube, you are going crazy with these weird videos. But basically, that's how I want the map to look, in a way. So these rooms will be taller, but you won't actually be able to touch the very top. That's just there for decoration. I don't think we'll add in a UV light to Spectre 2, mostly because we don't want to change a, what do you call it? The core mechanics. So while we're already changing some, we've discussed that ghost orbs should be map wide, so ghost orbs will spawn around the ghost instead of just in the room, and fingerprints will be, you can find fingerprints anywhere in the map, not just the ghost room. And we don't want to change by adding a UV light. I think we understand that people would like it, but at the same time, people know Spectre as, oh, to find the fingerprints, I just gotta look at the window and find fingerprints. Pretty simple. And I don't think adding a UV light would be good. Oh my God, Olaris, oh, you must be in pain after working so long today, man. It's crazy. How do you deal with it, man? Okay. So let me grab this. horse is currently probably like shaking and crying because of how much hard work he had to do. It's crazy. What we're gonna do, obviously, is move this up. I really do wish I could add a basement in this map, but I feel like I'd be adding too much. Too high. There we go, that's definitely centered, yep. It's in the right level. We have a different fingerprint for what do you call it? A different fingerprint icon for Spectre 2. Oh no, Olors, what are those deaths? The ghost died from murder, a gunshot, he slipped, he froze to death, or burned to death, or he got stabbed to death. That's a UK reference. He got poisoned to death, or he got ligma. Poor guy. Poor guy. What a terrible way to go out, ligma. Now we're just gonna move this over here. This is a much easier part right now. Mischiefing. Do you ever have the urge to randomly stab someone? Because in the United States, I have the urge to shoot someone. That's good to know. Alright, I forgot. I was gonna do something. How am I gonna do this? Oh my god. I'm trying to see, would I want a full wall here or would I want to put railings here? That'd be cool. We'll see. I'll come back to that idea. What I want to do first is obviously, so this is the bedroom. Big bedroom, obviously. And this is the bathroom. Still gotta work on that. But what I'm more concerned about is how I'm gonna do this side over here and all that stuff. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do railings there. I agree. Okay. So this is 12 studs, right? Yeah, it's 12 studs. And then what we're gonna need to do, push over here. Okay, good, you can't see that. We'll fix that soon once I actually get here. Move this over here. That part. Oh. Okay. These parts. What did I just select? How did I what? Huh? I'm so confused. Okay, I guess I somehow selected that. That's fun. Alright, now we gotta get the round. So it's 12 studs. Is this 12 studs? No, it's 14 studs. It's fine. Please say no, that does not use my thing. Alright, we're just gonna grab a single railing. Move it over here, make sure it's centered. Boom. Okay. Oops, I need one stud. Make sure. There we go. Good. Then what we're gonna do is obviously grab this down. Is this in a good position? Yes, it is. It's not off-center, thank God. I had an issue with that earlier in this build, is that a lot of the map was off-center, so I actually had to spend 2 hours centering everything. It's painful doing that, guys. It really is. I don't think the map is off-centered anymore, though. At least most of the walls, like the important walls, are not off-centered. Like this wall right here, as you can see, 5.501. That's off-centered. But don't worry, it doesn't affect the outside walls. It doesn't affect this wall, which is good. I could care less if it affects this wall. If it affects the layout walls, that bothers me more. I really hate the fact that Roblox somehow off-centers. That's my #1 complaint about building, is when it just completely messes up your building. I hate it so much. Now, we're gonna move my ones over here. Redo that. I think I'm gonna make this like once without, because it looks kind of weird like that. I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna do that. What do you guys think look better? Do you guys think this looks better? Or do you think having those other... Yeah, I think I need these outer edges, honestly. I think it looks better like that. We're gonna see. Once I get more of the walls up and running, we'll see. Okay, yeah, no, I'm not gonna bother with that, because... this over here. This is 12 studs. Yes, it is. And I believe I have already made a 12 stud door thing like that before. Where is it? Where? It's here. No, it's 10. What? What? I could have sworn I made one of those before. I guess I didn't. That's odd. Was it here? No? Okay. So it needs to be 1.5. Grab this. Boom. Now we have this nice gate thing. I'm gonna move this over here. What do you start with when making maps? So I have this little nice thing. I gotta actually pull it out of server storage. So let me just do a quick demonstration. It's not gonna be like super crazy. So this is what I call, right? The basic building kit. Super basic. It's all smooth, no outlines, as you can see. And it's all anchored already. And so this is what we do. So let's say I want to make a... We'll just make like a mini house. Oh my god, what is up with the lag? Is that causing the lag now? Okay. That's crazy how that caused lag also. So then, because I have an ultra-wide monitor, I want to make this 32x18 studs, right, as you can see. Now let's say I want to add in, this is just going to be mini-scaled. Then we'll do 12, right? And then when I start working on walls, because the floor is gray, I make them orange. And usually I make the windows 3 studs high. Usually the wall is 8 studs high, depending on the map, it varies. And let's say I want to add a window here. 12, centered. Right, there's a little window right there and all that. And if I want to build a door, simply just come over here and make sure it's centered first. So I'd have to move this 0.5 steps over, I believe. I get this door frame. And because this is 0.5, I move this over here, move it up. It's crazy. It's crazy how quick I can be with this sometimes. And then we just move this all around. Now usually I add in windows later though, during my map process. Okay. So I usually like to have this. Yeah, that's better. So yeah, in Spectre 1, right now you can't separate hunt music and lobby music. In Spectre 2, you'll be able to separate it. And then, boom. That's basically you. It's pretty easy. It really is. The hardest part of building is trying to find something that you can work with and something that you actually will have a fun time building with. There's not a lot of stuff, right? So for me, I don't know why, I just refuse to work on, what was it? Just those weird Victorian homes and stuff, because they have so much going on in it, and I just refuse to work on it. I just can't build that. And if anyone wonders how I separate the walls, basically since the walls are 1 stud thick, I move this over, I make a duplicated part, of course. Move this over here. And let's say I want to color this the purple wall. Boom. That's the interior wall. This is the exterior wall. It's pretty easy. So that's how I build. That's how I start my layout process. So we're gonna move this back over here. I forgot castles over here. So that's how I do it. Pretty simple. I start off, the entire map I start off orange and gray. Gray for floors and ceilings, and gray for orange for the walls. This makes it easy to what do you call it? What do you call it? To help. God, I can't even speak today. Makes it easy to see the difference between the walls and the orange, and then you can tell the different height. If you really want to get crazy with it, you can add like a texture on the. Yes, thank you. What Low Poly said. You can add a texture to it, so you can actually determine the player's height to the wall. It's crazy. I've done that, but I found it's not necessary. And it's actually funny. I learned the reason why I actually started. Great. So originally I used to build fully detailed. That's what Low Poly does. He builds the building and details onto it. He doesn't actually build the maps like I do. I don't start off. He doesn't start off orange and gray. He starts off full detail basically. He starts expanding off of that. He starts at one point and starts expanding from that. Where because I used to, I originally got into making maps for CSGO. And I figured that it's actually super hard to detail like that. And that's when I started to notice the flaws of building like that. Is because you can't really predict in the future when you think about it that well. Because there are going to be mistakes when you do it. And then you have to go back and fix it. Or you can just ignore the mistakes, but then that's going to bother you forever. And so when I was making CSGO maps, I looked up tutorials and I'm like, alright, so I see all these guys are using gray floors and orange for walls. And then so I would do that for making maps in CSGO. And then when I came back to Roblox Studio, I only messed around with CSGO maps for like 2 or 3 months. It was a fun experience. I do wish I continued on it. But after that, I came back to Roblox Studio, and it's stuck with me ever since. I've made maps in orange and gray ever since, and ever since I've done that, it is crazy what it does for the building process, because not only can I now tell, okay, I know the building's gonna look like this exterior wise, I can add extra parts in detail later on. I know how the interior is gonna look like. It's blocky, but then I can add all these other extra details. Okay, I know where the furniture are gonna be. That's why I add, you know, these red blocks to give me a sense of where things are gonna be. Once I finish everything, I start detailing everything. And I make sure that the details are easy to copy and paste in other places if necessary. Oh no. Oh no. I saw that out of the corner of my eye. What are you doing here? No, no, what are you doing here, Lars? What are you doing? Not cool, man, not cool. So back to what I was saying. Basically, I start... It's crazy. My mind goes crazy during building. Like, my mind goes crazy. I go through a whole different... Why? 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 What? What? Okay, Lars. Thanks a lot for this, This is what Dolores does. He puts random pictures everywhere. It's crazy. This is not part of the building process. I don't need to see Jeremiah. Thankfully, little does Dolores know. Damn. Gone. But I'm staring there. I see. Thank you, Low Polys, for the picture of the progress of village you've made. It's how many parts is that? Is that like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16 parts. 16 parts he has made in probably like 1 hour. Very cool. So I started off making maps orange and gray in CS:GO, and then it's stuck with me ever since. And it really does help building. It really does. If you want to get into building, this is something you really should start to get used to right away. I know it's difficult for some people because they're like, no, I work better detailing right away. Trust me, everyone says that, but I have pushed 2 other builders to build in the way I have, and they've all said the same exact thing. It really is so much easier to build when everything is orange and gray and you got the entire layout done. And if you want to detail off early, make sure don't detail like insanely right away. Build the layout and then start detailing all those extra parts, but keep it like a different orange, a darker orange, so you get a sense of what it's going to be. Because this entire map, the first and second floor, this was all gray. This was all the walls were light orange. The extra details like the railings were a darker orange. And look how it turned out. It was all orange and gray, and now it's purple and gray. It's crazy. It really is. It's crazy what it can do. So if you're really looking into building, you have to figure out what's your building style. Like what game are you building for? What does the measurements have to be? What are the size of the building gotta be? The map's gonna be large or the map's gonna be small? Because it's complicated. It really is. It's harder to say. It's harder to kind of explain. But starting off with orange and gray is the best advice I can give to anyone, because it truly does help make building easier. It really does. No, do not troll me, Lars. I will hop on Cold War and kill you. Boom. Okay. Now back to what I was doing at the third floor. The third floor. This is the worst part, because this is the one part that I don't actually know how I'm going to do the layout completely, because I have a general sense and an idea of it, but I'm not completely sure how I'm going to go around it. because we've got the library and everything. Oh yeah, I also got the other maps in here, I think, right? Oops. Yeah, we got town over here. I love town. I hated this map before, but I love town now. I mean, seriously, it used to just be flat before. The walls used to be flat on the outside, and now it's a shame that I never added light posts outside because it's beautiful. And I don't know why, but I really like the new hallways, like the carpet and the lights actually being on the wall. Fun fact, town is the first map, I believe, to have lights on the wall for the most part. There's not a lot of Spectre maps. Is there a Spectre map with the lights? I don't think there is, actually. I think town is the only map with lights on the walls. And so that was different. That was nice to see. And like, I really do like this map. I really do. I really do wish that, obviously, you could walk through the other buildings, but I didn't want to mess with ghost pathfinding too much, and I didn't want to break it. So town, I really like town. Ever since the rework, I love it. Then you have private home. This is really the only map that I have afterwards. You can see private home. I love private home. I love the details in this map. It's simple, it's modern. I really love it. This map, one of my favorites still. I love how massive this is. Maybe this was a bit too massive though. I get if you don't like a map's playstyle, but when I look at the building, I love town's exterior. I don't like how it plays out though still. I don't like that though. So this map was a lot of fun, private home. This is also the first map to add toilet paper rolls. This is why private home forever changed maps. It really did. This is where I started playing off with 1 studs for trims. Ever since private home, the way I design maps changed, and I'm glad it did. Private home taught me a lot. Then you have classic clinic. Classic clinic is still using the old building style. This is how I used to build back then. It's so weird. I don't know. Just looking at this map, it just doesn't give me the same feel. It really does not. Like when you compare it over here, I don't know why, but these two maps have different aesthetics. What do you call it? And not only that, the doors frames. Let me just show you guys how it used to look. It used to be 0.1 frames. And I don't know why, but that looks super weird. It really does. I'm so glad I switched to 0.2. Even though it makes it kind of harder to even things out in the middle, it's not that difficult. What is this thing too, man? Seriously, Classic Clinic. I know it's an iconic map, but I hate the map still. Even when I have to change the map up to fit the new style, I don't know. Don't like this map at all. I really don't. I still suck at making cafeterias. Well, no, I don't suck at making cafeterias. It's the fact that I'm very lazy at making cafeterias. I just don't really care about it. But for Asylum, for Spectre 2, I really do want to put effort in the cafeteria. I'm not going to actually be lazy for it. One thing I'll miss though about Classic Clinic though is how tight the maps were. Seriously, it's so much better to make tighter maps, but it messes up Ghost Pathfinding. And I see why games like Mimic and Piggy, those maps are more large scale, as if you guys noticed. They're way more open. There's not a lot of obstacles in the way. It doesn't mess with the pathfinding as much. So that's one thing. But either way, I think it's a good compromise for this. It's open enough, but it doesn't feel too open anymore. Spectre 2 has begun development in December. Began December and then happened. What? Okay. Okay. Okay, Loris. The issue, okay, so this is what Roblox, here, let me show Roblox Pathfinder. If I can actually find it and get that. So if you can see this, obviously it's like, okay, thanks Roblox for that. Roblox Pathfinder sucks. If you wanna have a good detailed map, it's hard to make a good detailed map that's super open. It's really hard. It's really hard. But at the very least, it at least works better. You guys, Piggy only has good pathfinding because the maps suck. That's the only reason. I'm just saying, if the other ghost game... Thank you. Boom. Bozo. Oh, got better pathfinding because of map. No, you're wrong. Spectre 2's development started in December because I worked on Family Home for the first time in December. Boom. Boom. Well, I think the scripting for Spectre 2 started in January. Building started in December though. I worked on Family Home like 2 weeks before we even announced Spectre 2. Because I was so ready to hop on a new game. So ready. Even though it's just remaking Spectre again, but it's so nice being able to have all my maps consistent again, finally. It's not fun looking at my old maps. Yeah, we have 2 ghost models already. I already shown one. I don't have access to the second ghost model though. It's done, but it's done. I don't have access to it though. I only have access to the first one that we have. Let me actually grab it. I've already shown it off in a past stream. Let me just copy and paste it. Don't mind the size of this guy. He's actually bigger in game. That's the model. It's pretty cool. You see he's got long fingies. Honestly, it's pretty close to the ghost concept. I really like it. The person that made this, they did a great job. They really did. So this is the ghost model that's coming in Spectre 2. This is one of them. The actual size of the ghost is more like... Yeah, the ghost size is more like that. Seriously though, I really love the model. I really do. Compared to whatever this ghost is, I still dislike this ghost. I really do. Even though this ghost will return, just different modeled. Look at how tiny this guy is compared to him. It is crazy. He is huge compared to him. It's crazy. Crazy. Let me put him right here. See? He's so tiny. He's so tiny, and then he's massive. He really is. But we're probably gonna return this ghost model, the smiling ghost, but it's gonna be remade and gonna fit this similar style as this, you know. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how it turns out. He's 5'11", he's 6 feet tall. It's crazy. And I think that's it. Now came the other part I was trying to do before I was distracted. This. I really do like the fact that the ghosts are actually tall now and not like tiny. Because a lot of people would make fun of the ghosts for being so short. It's sad. You guys bully the ghosts for being short. And it's not fair, guys. It's not cool. You can't help it. It's just genetics. No need to make fun of the ghost. Just checking something. So we're gonna bring that up. Here. What is going on upstairs? You guys are crazy. Ugh. I just realized I have been streaming for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Pretty long time. It's Among Us now. This is what's gonna happen now, isn't it? It's all Among Us. It's all Among Us. I can't escape. For real, fire a Loris? When is that movement coming out? We need to fire a Loris. Come on, guys. Come on. He's not on the Spectre 2 grind. We got Ninja now. Thank you. This is why we consider, just to let you guys know, Loris once before broke Spectre completely. It was great. I think this guy created errors that just like that filled our error list. It was great. He completely broke Spectre one day. Why? First, it was Ja, then Hatsune Miku. I'll still never forget the fact that it took me forever to realize they put Hatsune Miku under Family Home. And I'm like, oh my god, how long has this been here? And then, one time, I think it was Family Home, I went inside the fridge, just going around, and I saw something in the corner of the eye. I go back, and I see it's just a Bosnian flag inside the fridge. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, why? Oh no. What are you doing? Why do you do this, man? Boom. All gone. Hey man, I didn't break the... Oh wait, no, I broke Asylum. Because one of the lights weren't working. That was a good one. Oh, this is the castle map. Yep, that image, this image alone showed... This is what started off Spectre's career, is that this image was everywhere. It was in the van, it was in Family Home, it was everywhere. You could not like go a single corner without seeing jaw coin. It was everywhere. We originally had a jaw van too, because it was just the jaw coin over and over and over and over. I think it's actually an announcement. If you scroll all the way back, like all the way up to old announcements, you'll actually see jaw van. I think we still have it there, right? Oh yeah, we had a Squid Game, Fortnite gift card. I think we have it. Let me see. God, it's so weird looking back at Chalet screenshots. Lors? No, he never stops. I like this. February 2nd, 26. I mean, no, February 26th. God. Low Poly says, VR support eventually? Showing a screenshot, he bought a Oculus headset. Fast forward to 14 months later, no VR support for Spectre 1. You're welcome, guys, you're welcome. But we really do want to add VR support for Spectre 2. It's something we're looking at, but it's not going to be on launch. We're still not used to VR support. I won't forget the old Spirit Box model. God, that was terrifying. Yeah. So if you go on December 6, 2020, in announcement, you will see the jaw van. The jaw van. Oh God. Okay. No, I don't. No, not Spirit Box. I mean thermometer. That's what I mean. My bad, I forgot, I completely said it wrong. No, there's gonna be 10 studs instead. Okay, if I'm making those 10 studs, the other one should be 10 studs. Yeah, old thermometer. It was more like a calculator. It looked more like a calculator back then. And that's because they were using my thermometer model, which is something that was... I only made that model for playtesting, but we actually never replaced it in time for some reason. That was the only model we kept. I have no idea why. Like, only that model. Every other... Actually, no, the book model, I think, is... The current Ghost Book model is... I think that's mine. I think that's the only model that still exists to this day. It won't for much longer, though. For Spectre 2, we really want to... What do you call it? We were looking at... The book is closed at first, and when you place it down, it opens up. It would be pretty cool. We're looking at that. Then you go up here. Obviously, this is the another entrance. The only issue I have with this is, what do you call it? I don't know. It just looks weird. But the only reason why it's like this is because this hallway isn't as long as this hallway. This one. I've already compared this map to Asylum. Let's see. Asylum still is massive compared to Castle. But then you also have Old Asylum. Old Asylum is like super old though. Like this wasn't even a finished product. That's Old Asylum right there. Except Old Asylum also had this side of the building over here. Like right there. So Old Asylum had another part. So it's pretty crazy to think. Man, this is what Asylum used to look like. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. We also had you guys should have saw the original plan for Asylum. Holy smoke. I really wish I kept it. But here, I'll just do a quick demonstration. But originally there's gonna be another hallway here, right? Let me grab this too. Because originally this was actually big as that. Let me grab the same size here. Right. Then we're gonna have this. I'm gonna grab this. But that's originally how big Old Asylum was supposed to be. Right, Old Asylum was bigger than New Asylum, and New Asylum is still pretty huge. But imagine the size of this. It was crazy. It was way... Actually, that's not even the final size. I forgot. There was originally... Originally the church was going to be all the way back here. It's crazy. It really was. I'm so glad I did not do that. And there was originally going to be a basement that connected the entire asylum. I'm so glad I never did that, because God, that would end up terrible. I don't like Old Asylum because all the rooms are the same. All the rooms are the same. They were all the same. As you can see it. A square, 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 square. Whereas Asylum 2, the new one, you got this room, you know, it's more different. Got this room. But like, obviously it's still the same size and stuff, but the stuff in the room is arranged different. So this room has a couch in it, while when you go on this one doesn't have a couch in it. This one, you know, it's got different windows and stuff. It's more stuff in it. That's why I really like New Asylum. It's actually different in every room. It's not the same thing. Whereas you compare this, okay, actually this is the... Oh yeah, so like you got the TVs there and stuff. Got the shelves, obviously, but you can see that this layout, this room has different TV stands and shelves. Move over here. It's a straight line, whereas this one isn't. Come over here. This one has a billiards table. You have that. But as you can see, it's different. It's not the same. Same with this one. This room has broken shelves, while this one isn't. That's why I really like New Asylum. So much better. Where Old Asylum, though, everything was literally in the same exact place. The bed, the closet, in every single room, it was in the exact same place. There's no difference at all. I really still like the headmaster's office, though. This one still impresses me. I really like how the hallways look now. The only thing I miss about Old Asylum was the stairs. The Old Asylum stairs are pretty awesome. And I've seen this in chat too, that people miss this area. I miss it too. Only issue is that this was literally empty. There was nothing in it, and I don't like that. I didn't like that. But the stairs back then were really nice. I don't do it. Yeah, I don't have them anymore. Look at this. This basement was super shrunk down. Originally, it was going to be the entire size of the asylum. Yeah, but I don't really like Old Asylum that much. I do like this table though, but I'm so glad it's changed. Old Asylum looked way too familiar. Male's ward and female's ward was literally copy and pasted. There was no difference at all. And then I never even got to finishing up, you know, this room. There was going to be a movie theater here and all that. Yeah. Very glad. Oh. Well, the Asylum though is nostalgic. I'll give it that, but there's no way it was better. Like. It was also unnecessarily laggy. I think it looked worse in building style, and it was more laggy because there was 3 times more parts in Old Asylum. Over here. Right. Hunter skin came out from what do you call it? It came out during Easter. It was made by Mara. Unfortunately though, as you guys know, it's Easter today and we won't get an Easter egg character for Spectre 2. I do want to, I really want to add an actual Santa character for Spectre 2 this time. There's a lot of stuff I want to do with Spectre 2, but I can't get ahead of myself. I cannot get ahead of myself. When we get there, we'll get there. It's fine. And so, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start spinning 0.5. Over here. So right now, what we're doing is we're gonna go up these stairs. We got the open area, no door here, but then I don't know what this room is gonna be yet. Maybe a meeting room. Maybe. Originally, so this room was originally going to be the library. I don't know yet. This could still be the library, but I don't know how I feel about that. I still have to think about it. But I think I'd rather have the library be here, like these two, because it would be awesome to have like a massive thing. You know, don't worry about the yellow. Those aren't. Those are to tell me how wide the tables have to be. But how many maps do I think there will be? So on launch there should be 6. 4 classic, 2 survival. There are 10 classic maps planned out. I've already finished. What do you call it? Already finished. There's 2 other maps that I've already finished, obviously. And you have Village in progress. So that's 7 maps already. there's 3 more. I'm gonna begin work on Harbor soon, and then I'm gonna still deciding what my last 2 maps are gonna be. I have an idea for one. I don't know about the 10th map. There's a few map ideas I have, but I don't know yet. And then survival will you got Trident's HQ, that will come out. That will be the probably 5th map to release. That will release a week or 2 after Spectre 2 launches. And it will also be a survival map. So that map would be classic and survival. And then, so that's 3 survival maps. That'd be 5 classic maps. I don't know how many classic maps we're gonna have. I mean survival. Because there's 10 I have so far, but there's only 3 for survival. Those are the only 3 I have right now. And then there's other game modes. Now, if we were to do a story mode, I've already planned it out. There's like 5. There's like 3 different books, I guess, if you want to call it. I call it story arcs, but make it easy for other people. There's 3 books, I guess. One book. So each book contains 5 chapters, except for the 3rd one that would only contain 3. So that could still change. So it really depends. I don't know how many final maps there are going to be. There's going to be 10 classic maps, as I've said. There's Spectre 1, the Season 8 in Spectre 1 won't ever end. It won't ever end. Survival is basically you try to survive for 8 minutes, and depending what rank you got, so if you survive for the full 8 minutes, anyone that survived the full 8 minutes get the full reward. If no one survives 8 minutes and you're the last one to die, you get first place, so that's almost an 8 minutes reward. That's the idea we have with survival. It's subject to change, and it's something we want to add in. So Season 8 Inspector 1 is permanent. It's not going away. It's not going away. Aloris just, for some reason, made it end that day, but it's actually not. I don't know yet. Spectre, I don't know how often Spectre 2 will update, because Spectre 2's content will be more... There'll be more. There's a lot of stuff for Spectre 2 that will be finished before we ever release. So like, as I've stated earlier, this map and 2 other maps will probably be done by Spectre's 2 launch, but they won't come out on Spectre 2's launch because that's a terrible way. We'll be pushing out too much content in one day. So you'll see those maps arrive other days. I'm gonna begin work on the 2nd season pass. I've already finished the season 1 uniforms. I've already finished a uniform for every character for the daily store. We're still deciding what we're gonna do for Vans. I think we're doing meshes. If we don't do meshes, I need an answer for that. If we don't do meshes, then I will switch over to Vans and start pumping them out. I would like to do that. Yeah, no, a map coming out every week is not good. It's terrible. It was nice for Spectre 1 because Spectre 1 only had 3 maps on launch, and because we wanted to, add new maps, new updates. But that's the thing, most updates were just new maps. There wasn't any new features. Where Spectre 2, we're really trying to make it different. There's different game modes and stuff. So the goal is 1 map. The 5th classic map will probably be released a week or 2 after Spectre 2, and then it'll switch to a monthly schedule where 1 map will be classic and then the other map will be survival. It's possible there could be 2 maps in a month, but most likely that'll be rare. So for the most part, it's gonna be a new map every month. We don't want to push out too much content. It's not the fact that I can't get those maps in time. It's the fact that I could finish those maps in time, but you guys would not have enough time to play each map enough. Just like what happened in Spectre 1 with... I forgot. There was 1 map that just got... Oh yeah. So Hideout, one of the reasons why Hideout suffered was because Hideout came out and then Chalet came out literally the week after. Barely anyone got to play Hideout and everyone started playing Chalet. And Chalet had a 2-week release before another map came out. And so Chalet was the new map for 2 weeks, while Hideout was, I think, only the new map for like 6 days. It was insane. Hideout did not get a fair chance. So, I don't have any problem building. I can build forever. I really don't. The issue is that I need to limit myself so I don't accidentally blow away our content in like 5 seconds. So there's that. No, I don't speak any Spanish. I know 0 Spanish. I never took Spanish, so. The only language class I took was French. And I don't know French either. I hate French. I hate the stupid French language. It's so difficult for me. I don't know why. I did not do good in that class. I enjoy developing. Yeah, it's one of my most fun things. I've had my friends call me crazy because I just one day this, you know, sometimes I just don't want to play because I'm like, no, I'm busy developing. I'm having a blast. I know it's confusing. Some people are like, oh, you actually enjoy your work? Yeah, I do. I'd rather have a job that I like than a job I don't like because I have a blast working. I could care less if this was my job for the rest of my life, making a game on Roblox. Because it's fun. It makes me decent money. It's a lot of fun. I actually have, like, really, it's fun. That's all I could say about it. I actually have a blast. I don't feel like I'm forced to work. If I don't want to work, I don't have to. You know, that's how it works for me. I work because I have a lot of fun. I'm sticking to game development. I know people are gonna be like, oh well, you could work like a normal development job. I could, but the only issue is that Roblox makes me a lot more money than what your normal game developer job does usually. And I get more freedom on Roblox too. That's the difference. And I know a lot of, you know, people see those videos like, oh, Roblox is exploiting its small developers. I do wish that Roblox did pay more, but hey, that's alright. I get paid a decent amount of money still. I started working on Spectre 1 when Loris needed maps. And then I just stuck with it. We were just constantly stuck. We were like, well, what do we want to do? We were trying to make a new game. After Construction Simulator, we went into like a, I would say like a burnout stage, kinda. Mostly because we just didn't know what we wanted to make at that point. We're like, okay, well, we could do this game, and we're like, no, it won't do well. We worked on another project before, but then we stopped because Loris didn't really like the project, and Low Polys just couldn't keep up with the project anymore. And I also gave up on the project because I saw it was going nowhere. So, you know, at that point we're like, okay, well obviously this is not going to work, so we canceled that project. One thing people don't realize is Roblox, I do think, yeah, I do think they could pay us more, especially with inflation and all that. But we still get paid a decent amount. And by a decent amount, I mean there are Roblox developers that have made millions off the platform. I do wish, because right now the DevX exchange is 100,000 Robux equals $350. In a perfect world, I would like it to be $450 because honestly I think that's what we deserve. But who knows? We know I do think Roblox will eventually, you know, bump up the DevX rate because they usually do that, you know, with inflation and all that. But they usually bump up DevX rates. They do. And I think we'll see $400 at some point. I would really love it if we got 450 though per 100,000 Robux. That'd be crazy. I would love it. Spectre 2 should be released. I think with the current stance, it's most likely releasing in May. It could release in April still, but I don't think so. With Low Poly's being sick, we had to well, he couldn't work as much, so there's that. It's no big deal though. But I do think that Spectre 2, like I said earlier in stream, it should release 100% before June. I don't see it, unless something crazy were to happen, I don't see why Spectre 2 won't release in May or April. It's getting up to 3 hours now, and I'm gonna get off. After I do the trims on this room, I'm gonna get off, but it's been, oh no, not that again. I don't understand what you mean by, like, what do you mean what we thought were gonna happen when Spectre 1 released? Honestly, we didn't think the game would do well. At least I didn't. I didn't think it'd get I thought the game would do well, but I didn't think it'd get as big as it was today. Cause like, we're like, okay, the game's gonna do well, but like, we don't think it's gonna reach like, you know, 5,000 players. And then here we are. Our highest player count we ever reached was 8,000 players. And well, Spectre has a big, you know, loyal fan base. It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome to see where Spectre is now, because it's not something that I think I would have saw from a mile away. It's something that I'm like, oh yeah, you know, it'll do good, decent, you know, fair enough. You know, we were like expecting 1,000 players, 2,000, and then it just kept going up, and we're pretty thankful for that. And that's why I think Spectre 2 can probably hit 10,000 players in one day. And ideally, honestly, I could see it hit even 20,000 players in a day. It's gonna be great. There's a lot of people that are burnt out on Spectre 1. Understandable, because obviously we haven't updated the game in a while. And not only that, a lot of people are just excited for Spectre 2. There's so much that just is being added in Spectre 2. It's more consistent, the design's consistent. I mean, look at the UI alone. Look at the game's gonna actually have a tutorial this time. The game actually looks better, in my opinion. Everything about it should run better. The hype for Spectre 2 is real this time. Insanity will be free in Spectre 2. We've said this often, and if you bought Insanity in Spectre 1, you'll get some sort of compensation pack. It's not going to be something crazy. It's going to be just, you know, you'll get something exclusive for it, you know. To make up for it. You won't get like, ooh, look at this. You get access to a unique game mode. Yeah, I really love the Spectre 2 UI so much. It's so much better than before. Still deciding, like I've said multiple times in stream, I don't know how I'm gonna do the upstairs layout because like I don't know what these rooms are gonna be and I don't know what this room is gonna be. Actually, that'd be interesting. I don't know if I'll do that. We'll see. So 2 times cash and XP will transfer to Spectre 2. You won't have to buy the Game Pass again. It's gonna be fun detailing. There's gonna be so much I have to do. God. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end the stream here now. I've been streaming for 3 hours. It's actually a long time. I got far today. I got far. Yesterday, I worked on the castle layout. Today, I colored the castle inside. We'll now begun work on the 3rd floor. Oh, there we go. So we're gonna end it here. Oh god. I'm gonna end it here. 3 hours. I've never streamed this long before. My god. I got caught up so much in time. I just like sometimes I enjoy building too much. I lose track of time and I'm like, oh god, I'm building too long. I gotta take a break. That's why I love building. I get lost in time, but you gotta take a break at least. It's not healthy to just sit here all day. But anyway, I'll see you guys in another stream. I think maybe next week. Again, probably next week. And I actually want to upload one of my next Minecraft videos again. I have not uploaded my 4th episode in forever. It's just taking me a while to edit. But that's the end of the stream. I'll see you guys next week.